to be here today and able to share with you how to build a profitable business with your product services. Now, this hangout is for you if in fact you are an author, a speaker, a coach, a blogger, and you are struggling with getting your products to make money. And I see it all the time when they have great products, they've got great services, and yet they don't have great profits. Okay, so if this is you, you're gonna love what I'm gonna share with you today. And my only goal is to support you. And I understand that it takes a lot. Let me try to adjust my hair here. It takes a lot to create amazing product, right? And it's really difficult when you create amazing product and there's no cha-ching in your cash register. All right, so let's talk about why that is happening today on the call. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to invite any of your friends to come and hear me today as I share with you the reasons why your products and your services are not selling. All right, so first is typically whenever I meet clients and their products are not selling, one of the first things I like them to look at is their target market. So a lot of times people don't know who their target market is. They're trying to sell their products and services to everyone, when in reality your products and your services have been created for a specific demographic. Now, if this is you, I want you to think about this for a minute. You know, maybe you work with men, but you don't work with all men, right? So when you have a product or service, and let's say it's for men, you need to break down who the product is for, who the demographic is for. And the best way to do that is you begin to ask yourself information about that target audience, like, you know, what are the ages of the clients that you serve? What are the income? Where do they live? What are their biggest problems that keep them up at night? Because that helps you to better define where that target audience is so that you can market to them directly. All right. So, you know, one of my clients who runs an errand service business had come to me because she was doing marketing and she wasn't attracting any of her target audience. And one of the things that we soon understood was that where she was marketing wasn't where her target audience was. And as I had her go through a target demographic exercise that I get my core mom coaching clients to do, she was soon able to understand that the reason that her client could not find her was because she was not marketing where her client hangs out or where her client lives. And if this is you, this is key, and this is a big aha. And it sounds so simple, and most entrepreneurs, small business entrepreneurs, completely miss the fact that where you're marketing your products and services may not be where your client is. And so you need to really get clear about the habits and the behaviors and the interests of your target audience. Where do they shop? What do they like to eat? What do they do in their free time? Do they have pets? How many kids do they have? Do they not have kids? Are they married? Are they divorced? The more that you know about that target demographic, the better you'll be able to get your target message and products and services in front of them to market to them. Okay, does that make sense? So that's the number one reason why a lot of times your products and services are not selling. The second reason why your products and services are not selling is because you don't have packages. So, or maybe you think you have a package. That's what happens with me, with a lot of my clients. They think they have packages, but what we soon come to understand is that that's not really what it is, particularly my coaches out there. So coaches are very guilty of this. They might have individual coaching sessions that they bundle together in groups of 3, and they call it a package. Let me just kind of explain to you how I look at packages and how to put packages together. I believe that you have a responsibility as an entrepreneur to fully support your clients, okay? To fully understand what their needs are and what they need from you. And a lot of times entrepreneurs don't take the time to do that. We're so busy trying to create a product that we don't spend that time thinking about, you know, how can I truly serve my client? How can I really support them in creating a transformation, you know, in their life, right? Or in their business, okay? Because people buy transformation at the end of the day. So when you're creating a package, for example, you're really thinking about the full scope of the needs of your client. So let me tell you what I mean. I'll give you an example. I was teaching at a session over the weekend, my life and business series that I do every month. And one of the attendees, he had a 7 CD series that he was putting together to serve for college placement. right? A college placement audience. And what I soon understood was that while he does have 7 steps or 7 audios and a workbook that he wanted to put together to serve his audience, the reality is that he had not thought through really what his clients fully needed from him. He was going to sell this 7 CD series for, I think it was $97. And soon afterwards, I consulted him about the demographics of his client, right? Who his target audience is. And then from there, we started talking about what some of their problems are. And so what we know is that anyone that's applying to colleges for their student, for their child, any parent out there, they have questions, right, about the college admissions process. The student even has questions about what to do next, what to do at orientation, maybe even in the application process. There are questions. And yet in his package, he didn't cover the full scope of what his client really needed. And as a result of that, there are 2 things that happen when you don't do that. You don't create a product that really provides full value for your client to allow them to have the transformation that they want from you. And you also shortchange yourself because you leave money on the table. So what I was able to show him was that he was going to sell this CD series for $97. And I was able to show him that how if he added a few consultations into what he was doing, he was quickly able to increase his price of his product to $360 and fully support his client. That's a package. The package really looked at the transformation he was going to provide his client, and they're going to have more results. They're going to feel better about his services, and as a result of that, he would set himself up to be referred more because he truly walked his client through what their needs are. So let's apply this to you. If you have products and services and you keep trying to sell them, I like hard, or just 1 or 2 things you're putting together, what you really think of problems that your clients are having already. All right, what kind of transformation do you provide your clients? What kind of problems do you solve for them? And literally begin to create value in a package or program for them that fully bundles together that transformation. And people don't mind paying for that. I mean, it happens every day. Think about when you go into your favorite department store and they have slim jeans or something like that, right? Skinny jeans. You are into that, right? Because it provides a transformation. You feel skinnier when you put these jeans on. So you got to think about the transformation that your products provide and then package those things together. And typically you'll come up with a higher price product, and you will stop undervaluing what you say, what you're selling. The third thing that is the reason that your products are not selling is because of price. And it kind of fits in with number 2, which is packaging. Price. And the reason that price is a factor is because when you don't fully package together a really great program, sometimes what happens is you undersell your products and services and your clients don't trust you. So let me tell you what I mean by that. I have one of my core mom coaching clients she has another business where she works with kids and supports them in getting into Ivy League schools, Alex. And when she came to me, she had a product she was selling for, I think it was $49 or $47. And so it was a consultation to support people who wanted to get into Ivy League schools, Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Georgetown, you name it, right? So what we know about this opportunity for high schoolers is you get 1 shot to get into Harvard, right? You get 1 shot right out of high school to get into Harvard, okay? And you want to short your shots. And we also know that if we looked at her demographics, right, tip number 1, we know that the people who she was marketing to are investors in education. These are people who are about to invest $45,000, $65,000 or dollars or more a year for their kids to go to school. So she's dealing with a population that invests. They haven't even bought a textbook for $49. And yet she's trying to sell her high value consultation. She's trying to say to that client, trust me for $49. And they can't even get private tutoring for $49. They don't trust her. They don't believe her. So when you undervalue your products and services, your client will not trust you. Your potential client who wants to buy from you, they want to buy from you, but your products don't match what they've currently been seeing or where they've been currently what they've currently been investing in. And as a result of that, they will not buy your products and your services. Okay, does that make sense? All right. So if this is you, it goes back to your demographics, it goes back to your packaging, and then you'll be able to create a price that fully values what you have. Okay, so we know target market, packages, pricing. All right, and then there's number 4. The reason that your products and services are not selling is because you haven't learned how to market your products and services. So I meet a lot of my clients online, right? And what's so interesting to me, when people go to sell their products and services, you may have all these great products, but you're not sure where to market those products so that you can sell them, or how to market those products so that you can sell them to people. And so your consumers, your target audience, right? And so it's so interesting to me because I feel like there's tons of people out there now with social media. There's so many great outlets to be able to market and sell your products. And the only reason that you're not able to sell your products and services that way is because you just don't know how to do it. And but there are tons of ways to be able to do it. And most of my clients, probably 70% of my clients, I've met virtually. I haven't met them at a live event. And what is very unique about me in terms of having grown my business as a coach is my husband was on dialysis for 5 years. I did not travel. I couldn't travel to grow my business. I didn't go from one speaking event to the next speaking event. I have 3 children. And I wanted to be home with them, and I wanted to be there for my husband as well. And as a result of that, I never, ever really built my business on traveling from one event to the other. And you don't either, in order to move your products and services. And I know that that is a popular message out there, but I want you to know that if you understand how to market from your home, and there's so many really great tools to be able to show you how to do that online in affordable ways, consistent ways to get your message out there, and you can build an amazing business and put your products, services, and packages in front of your target audience by doing events in your home. Very similar to what I'm doing right now, okay? And I love to teach my clients how to do that because it's an amazing way to be able to build a business. And I always feel like, you know what, I love the fact that I'm an entrepreneur and I'm able to build my business from the comfort of my home. That means a lot to me. And I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 10 years. And you know what? I'm really proud about that. It's an honor and it's a privilege to be a full-time entrepreneur. I love it. Okay. I love being able to go to school and pick my kids up from school at the end of the day, drop my kids off, drop the brownies in if that's what's needed, or help out at school. I love that. I love that I can date my husband in the middle of the day. And if that gets you stoked and you're trying to figure out how to get your products in front of your target audience because you want freedom, I'd love to be able to support you in that way. And then the last thing that I'm going to say to you is the reason that your products and services aren't selling is because likely you need mentoring or you need to work with a coach in some way. And this is whether you work with me or you work with another coach. What I'm going to tell you is that for me, what changed everything for me was my story was that when I became an entrepreneur over 10 years ago, I had never heard of coaching. I had never heard of life coaching, business coaching. I never heard of it at all. And I definitely had never heard of mom coaching. And I just knew that I had a background in corporate training. And I knew that I wanted to combine my background in corporate training with my love of motherhood. And I thought if in some way I could marry the two of these things together, I would have the perfect business. And that's really how I got started. I went down to my local small business resource center to meet with a counselor and to see how he could help me turn these ideas into a business. And I was soon informed that my ideas were silly, that they didn't make any sense, and that it would never work, and that I should either go back to work as a trainer or that maybe I could start a seminar business because that seemed to be more of the conventional route, okay? And so essentially I was dismissed. So if in fact that's you, I know that you can relate to what I'm saying. Like sometimes you have a great idea, you know what you want to do, but sometimes people who advise us, they don't know what we know, right? So nonetheless, I was dismissed. I was sent home like it was silly. I was a silly woman coming in there talking about combining training and motherhood. And I, just like any dream that we have, my dream didn't go away. It just stayed with me day in and day out. And I was looking for something online to try to figure out how I could put this into a business, and stumbled upon, bumped into this world called coaching, and a coach in particular. And I ended up working with this woman who was the second top business coach at the time, Terry Levine, and she showed me how to build profitable models in my business. So my message to you is that, you know what? I had never heard of coaching, and I could not have taught myself how to build this amazing business that's provided tremendous amount of freedom and opportunity for my family. And if in fact you find that you are trying to you're spinning your wheels and you're trying to teach yourself, you need to get mentorship, quality mentorship, to learn how to automate your business, how to create those packages, how to market what you have. And that is the way, that is the shortcut. All right, because otherwise you end up spending a tremendous amount of time and money unnecessarily, because it's difficult to coach yourself, and it's difficult, to figure out the best ways to make things happen when you've never seen it happen before. All right, so my message to you is that to grow your business, if something's in the way, you've got to get great teachers to teach you, and I'd love to support you. The last thing I want to say to you is I offer an opportunity called the Core Moms Accountability Coaching Program. It is a 12-month coaching program for mompreneurs, serious mompreneurs who are heavy lifters. They're go-getters. They're excited about taking their ideas, monetizing their ideas, packaging those ideas, and creating systems that ultimately create results in their business, like profits or customers that are coming in the door in a more predictable way, getting media attention. So the way Core Moms works is that it's a 12-month coaching program. There's a part business curriculum, a 12-month business curriculum. Each month you get one-hour call that relates to marketing or sales or strategy, or how to position yourself as an expert, how to outsource and bring in some resources to your team, and build a team if you don't have one already, in a way that's affordable for you as a small business entrepreneur. And the curriculum is rock solid and has supported tons of other entrepreneurs. Then there's also a life curriculum. And the life systems curriculum is exactly that, because when you're growing a business, we can't just focus on your business. We also need to focus on your life, I believe. And I believe with great business, that my life informs my business, all right? And then that life system side of things, because you're a mom, I know that there's certain things we need to talk about. What's straining you? How to set boundaries? Is your office set up to do business? Are you valuing yourself? And making sure you have a nice reading habit, and that you're personally growing, because whoever you become is ultimately going to influence the results you're going to have. Let's face it. I always say to my clients, if your goal is to go from where you are right now, maybe making $20,000, $50,000, $75,000, and you want to double whatever it is that you made this year, reality is you have to change. You will not be the same person that you are today a year from now and get those results. You'll read something different. You'll be making bold requests to yourself. You'll be pitching in a different way. You'll be pitching to different people. You'll learn how to write pitches, right? So you will change as a result of it. And that's important to know. And then there's also a 1-hour open coaching call each month. And that's just simply that. My clients come on, they ask me whatever questions they have for me. I answer those questions in real time, so that you're not a part of a coaching program and your questions don't get answered by your coach. All right. I like to be there for my clients, and I'm there for them. So, and I'll be there for you as well. All right. So you get a 1-hour business coaching call, a 1-hour life coaching call, and a 1-hour open coaching call where you can ask me whatever you want. And it doesn't stop there. We have an online community that is a very active community where you get to be part of the family. And we also assign you accountability partners, so that we can make sure that in addition to having the work in your coaching program, that you're actually doing the work. And this is important for those of you who have maybe made investments before in the coaching program, but you found that you weren't accountable to yourself. Well, our system is set up so that you will do the work, and that we will hold you accountable to get the results that you say you want. So with that, I am done. If there are any questions, I'd love to answer them. Or if you think of some questions later and you want to ask them, you can email me at mia_redrick.com. Mia_Redrick. Did I say Mia_Redrick? That's Twitter. You can email me at mia_redrick.com at findingdefinitions.com, right? So Mia Redrick at findingdefinitions.com. Okay, that's where you can email me. Or you can also visit www.miaredrick.com. Mia, M-I-A, Redrick, REDRICK.com. And I'll also post a link so that you can learn about Core Moms as an opportunity to work with me. So I am done. It's been great sharing with you today. And I hope that what I said to you will support you. I hope you'll take action on what you learned today. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye.